This is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. And another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Today in this video, I am going to be joined by Lee Bear. Good morning, Lee Bear. We have another exciting and long episode for us today. I'm sure lots of you have just come from my 300th episode, where I went and showed you around all of my house and my shops and all of those things. And now we are going to go and do the even more fun thing of going around the Funland and seeing all the rides. And I'm sure we're going to be tempted to ride one or two of them as well. So this is basically going to be a game of looking at games and playing games. So it should be jolly good fun. But of course, we're going to begin as we always do, and that is by eating my breakfast. And my breakfast is, as always, going to be a cake. Nom 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 nom. Absolutely delicious, and you can have an egg, because I don't want to have to carry it around all video. There we go. Here's your challenge, Lee Bear. Your challenge is to look after the egg for the entire video. Keep it safe in your pocket and don't let it get any cracks. That's your challenge for the video. Anyway, let's go now and head over to the love garden to announce who it is that I'm going to be adding to it on this special episode 301 occasion. It doesn't sound as special as the 300th episode, but it's basically like one big long episode, but I know there's no way people would sit through almost 2 hours of me speaking, so I know about 50 minutes is pushing it, but yeah, 2 hours is just too much to ask for someone to listen to me speaking. Anyway, to the love garden, I am adding Alison Scott, and that's because she had probably the best Minecraft themed birthday party ever. Just look at some of these pictures, look at all of the decorations and the food and everything, and the best part is these absolutely huge models of me and Lee Bear. They look absolutely fantastic. She also had a love garden. You can see there's a creeper there as well, and all of her presents look like Minecraft blocks. It must have been the best day ever. So I wanted to say thank you very much for sending me the pictures, Alison. I hope you had a great birthday, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, Lee, we are going to be very busy today, so we should probably go and get set off straight to the Funland. And as soon as we're going to the Funland, I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to take Gregory Jr. with me. So I won't be stopping off at the doghouse today. We're going to go straight to the Funland and get started, and I'm going to talk through every single mini game that I built, and yeah, play as many of them as we can. We obviously can't play all of them. I know lots of you do want me to go play through all of them, but it will just take way too long, and because there's only me and Lee, some of the games you need 3 or 4 or even more people, so yeah, we're going to be playing as many of the ones that we can play quickly and the ones that can be played with just 2 people. So what I want to do actually in the future is to start building more rides. When I started doing the Funland, it was kind of supposed to be a theme park with full of like roller coasters and things, and since then I kind of changed it where it's more mini games, and I do love the mini games. It's always good fun to play them, but I do want to build more things like roller coasters and rides, things that you can just go on by yourself and are just good fun. So make sure you stay tuned, because I'm going to be building a lot more things like that in the future. And actually, I think the first thing to do is I'm going to climb up to the top of this melon tree here, and I'm going to have a little bit of a look over the rest of the Funland. I never really go up anywhere high and really admire the Funland, and this is probably the best viewpoint from this side, where you can go and have a look over it all. So this is kind of what it looks like from above. And hi, Lee Bear, can you see me? Lee Bear took the long route. He walked here. So this is quite a nice place where you can look over the entire area and see it all. And actually, a good thing to start looking at would probably be this little house down here. Let's see if I can ender pearl from this tree onto the balcony of that little house down there. Oh, looks good, looks good. There we go, perfect. And Lee Bear did it as well. And the reason we got this house here is because when I started building the Funland, I would use this house for us all to sleep in. So you can see there's a whole load of beds and different chests with people's materials in, and we used to sleep in here and store all of our materials and things. It's basically like a little bit of a home from home. That's what this little building here is for. Just in case any of you ever wondered why this was here. Anyway, I might as well start with the first thing which I ever built in this area, and that is the golf course. This was originally the only thing that was going to be here. Before I had a Funland, I built a golf course. So here are some golf balls here. I might as well go and grab one. I'll be white. Lee Bear, if you want to be green. And let's go. We can pick one hole each, Lee Bear. We can pick one hole each to play. So which one do you want to do? So you can pick carefully which ones you're going to go go for. You can see him there deciding. There's the castle. Oh, he's gone for cobblestone castle. This is actually probably one of the toughest ones. If you're really good, you can get it in with a hole-in-one, but it's quite difficult because you've got to time it so that the ball doesn't get stuck. And did Liebherr get a hole-in-one? It's so close. No! It is just about dangling over the edge. So the way it works is he now needs to stand where that ball landed, and then he gets another throw, and he should definitely be able to get this one in. And he did. There we go. So that was 2 throws for Liebherr. Let's see if I can beat him and get a hole-in-one. I want to make sure I'm standing on the ground and not the ice, and I need to try and time it. I'm going to go and throw it now. Can I get it through? Oh, it went through. It went through, but does it go in the hole? And yes, it did. I was able to get a hole-in-one. Right, well, we are going to play one more hole, and I get to choose this one now because we can choose one each. And I'm going to go for the final hole, the most difficult one, the one which is called Hungry Stampy. And the aim of the game is you need to throw the ball into my mouth to feed Hungry Stampy. You can see me there looking at that cake, very hungry. So Liebherr, do you want to go and take it away? Are you going to use a cake? Okay, we can both use cakes for this one, seeing as we're feeding Hungry Stampy. And this one's really difficult because if you throw it too far, it can fall into the water and get pushed all the way back there. And it looks like Liebherr didn't throw it too far. He probably didn't throw it far enough. So Liebherr, you go and stand where that one ended, and you need to throw it again, and be really careful to not throw it too far. You do not want to get it into that water. I think that's okay. I think from there, he might be able to jump and get it onto the ice on the other side, and he did. He fell in the water, but he was able to get the cake right up to my mouth. So that's 1, 2, 3 throws so far. So now he needs to get it through my mouth, and the hole is actually, you can probably just about see it, yep, just on the inside there. So he managed to line it up nicely, and so he should now hopefully be able to get it in his next throw, and he did. So how many was that in the total? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 throws, I think. And Liebherr, do you have any spare cake that I can use to have my go? So I need to try and beat 5. And oh, seems like there's an Enderman on the course as well. Right, let's go and give it a go then and try and avoid the Enderman. Right, I don't want to throw it too far. If I throw it about there, oh no, that looks dangerous. That looks dangerous. Stop going, stop going. There we go. That was perfect. It stopped right at the very end of the ice here. So now I want to try and get it as close to the mouth as I can. So this is throw number 2. Big jump and throw. And can I get it close to the mouth? Oh, that was good. That was really good, actually. So now I might actually be able to get it in my 3rd throw. Is it going to go in? Yes, there we go. I did it in 3 throws. Yay me. Jolly good. And let's go and get the cake. We can't let that go to waste. Right then, so this is the first thing that I built. I might as well go and grab Gregory Jr. as well while we're here. Hello, Gregory Jr. You can come and join us with the tour of the rest of the Funland. And let's move on now. Let's go do the dunking booth. This isn't the second thing I built. The thing I built after the golf course was actually the creeper coaster. But this one is a jolly good fun game. So we're going to have one go, Liebherr. Do you want to be dunked, or do you want to fire the arrow? You can go into whatever position you want. Okay, looks like Liebherr wants to be dunked, which means I need to go and grab my bow and arrow. And if I go in this minecart, you're going to see it's going to go whizzing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I need to try and shoot that target while bouncing back and forth. And if I hit it correctly, then Liebherr is going to get dunked into that giant fish tank. So that's the way this game works. It's a very simple game, but it is a quite difficult one to do, to hit it. And oh, you can see that when you fire, it kind of doesn't go exactly where you think it's going to go. And the trick is to try and do it in as few shots as you can. And it is rather difficult. Don't worry though, I probably shouldn't. I won't burn down the entire fish tank, so we should be okay. It kind of looks like I will, but the fire shouldn't spread. And oh, I hit it, which means Liebherr should get dunked. There we go. Liebherr got dunked down into the water. One of the most fun games I have in my Funland. So let's go and put that back up there. And do I have the wool? The wool should have landed somewhere around here. Let's put a snowball. That can be the target for now. Yeah. So this is my dunking booth. Onto the next ride. So. The next one we're going to do is the creeper coaster. We might as well just go through in order and see all of the rides, the ones that are next to each other. So this is the only roller coaster that I've built in my Funland, and one that I built a very long time ago. Sadly, no dogs allowed on the on the creeper coaster. It's not safe. And let's have a little bit of cake as well before we go. Right, I'm not going to get into it here because sometimes it glitches and you kind of end up sitting a little bit too low. So I'm going to try and roll it for a bit and then jump in, and hopefully this is going to go go fast enough? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? There we go. I just about got to the next power rail. So the way this one works is that you go up to the top here, and then you drop inside of this big creeper's mouth, and we are now going inside of the creeper. You can see there's the huge TNT block, which is inside of every creeper. That is what allows them to blow up, and we make our way down here around the edge of the creeper, and eventually we come out of the other side, and then we whiz around for a bit, and there's other few things to see. I always like the idea of roller coasters, ones with good themes. So that when you're going around, there's always things to look at and things to see, and it's not just about going around really fast, although going fast is really good fun. And speaking of going fast, we are going really fast now, going up to the tallest bit of the roller coaster, and then we're going to drop back down. There's the big squid there. You can see also there's a ladybug just hanging out down here, and then we go and lift up on the other side here, ready for one of the other big drops, and we make our way down here through this little cave, and watch out for the lava, whiz back up around the other side, and we're now about to meet Mushroom Stew. There he is! And he throws you some mushroom stew. Oh no, I think I missed it. I think I missed my mushroom stew. I didn't grab it quick enough. And then we go and spin really fast down this little twirly bit here, and then that should lead us over to the end of the roller coaster where we started from. And my cake is still sitting there. So let's go and get this minecart out of the way. Because Lieber, who's going round as well, should be just about to arrive any second now. Let's go outside now and see if we can see him arriving. I'm not sure how far behind he went. There he is! You can see him whizzing down there. I just about was able to catch him making that cool jump off the edge. Hello, Lieber! And oh, there we go. He got some mushroom stew. I didn't get my mushroom stew, but he was able to get some. Anyway, let's go on to the next ride. This is the Pew Pew shooting range, another very old game, and we're not going to play this one properly. This is basically like a big archery range. You've got to go and try and shoot all of the paintings off these targets, and you've got to try and hit some of these mine carts as well. They're supposed to be big slugs and snails, these mine carts are. They're quite difficult to hit, actually. You've got to get the timing just right. I think I need to shoot a little bit earlier than I am. Nope, that still wasn't early enough. If I shoot about now, there we go. I was able to hit the big slug. So that's how this game works. And let's go and now move on to the next one. Is Gregory Jr. still following me? Have we lost Gregory Jr.? I'm sure he's going to show up around here somewhere. Is he hanging around outside? I want to be very careful around here. Oh, no, actually, let's go to this one. Seeing as it is nighttime and a bit spooky, this is Googly's Manor. You can see the house kind of looks like a big scary face a little bit, and that's because this is my haunted house, and this is where a lot of the Googlies live. So as we go inside here, we need to first go and put on some spooky music. Do you want to go and put that on, Lee Bear? So we've got some spooky sounds playing in the background, and this whole house is supposed to be haunted. You can see that there's doors opening and closing here because there's ghosts around the place, and this is the Googlies dining hall. Sadly, looks like we don't have any guests at the moment, but sometimes Googlies fall down from the attic above, and then you can see them all sitting around here having their big banquets. And then we could go and make our way through here. This is the witch's room, and there's arrows, and then there's jack-o'-lanterns and all sorts of spooky things jumping out. And wait a minute, at the end of this corridor, there's a cake. Yeah, I can go and eat the cake, and whoa, I fell into the lava. This is basically a little trap to scare people as we go now down into the dungeon, and you can see there's rotten flesh, and there's evil Mr. Porkchop, who you might know about if you saw my Halloween special called Ghost Stories. And then we go up here, and then we got a bedroom, which is full of all of these floating ghosts, and we want to be very careful in here. Oh, there's some slimes in here. We told you this is where the Googlies live. And this is the creepers' bedroom. This is where the creepers live, and oh no, all of the lights turned off. It's a haunted house. Yeah, so this is the haunted house. This is another thing that I built a really long time ago, but I still really like it. I think that there's a lot of the things that I built a very long time ago. I go look back at them now, and I'm constantly thinking, oh no, I wouldn't do it like that if I built it now, or oh, I could do it much better. But this thing, I still really enjoy it. I still think that's a really good fun thing to go and walk through. We might as well go and show you this, actually. We kind of skipped this one a bit. This is the Pretty Duck Fling, and the idea of this game is that we let's go and have a little bit of a test to go. We grab some of these fishing rods that are inside of here, and then you go up this little ladder, and the idea is you want to try and fling all of the chickens from one side to the other side. So I say this is my side down here, Lee. You have the other side, and so what you're trying to do is you're trying to flick the chickens and lift them up, and there's a fence in the middle down there, and you're trying to fling them so they go from your side to the other side, and whoever has the least chickens, well, ducks I suppose I should say, yeah, on their side by the end of the game, they are going to be the winner. So quite a fun, crazy game, and sometimes the ducks go a bit mad and start falling over the edges, and people fall in the game. It's normally a bit of a silly game, and there's a good trick. If you try and grab one, then you can kind of go back around here a little bit, and then kind of jump and try and fling it over. There we go. You see, I was able to fling one over the fence in the middle. So that is how the pretty duck fling works. Right, on to the next game then, shall we? Let's keep moving on as fast as we can. We have lots of mini games to get through, so we are going to be going through them as fast as possible, just to make sure I can show you every single game and we don't miss any out. And we kind of have a 2-for-1 over here. We got Crystal Rapids there and Crystal Water, which is above it. And this one is a boat race game. You kind of need to go around this track, and there's a few obstacles and things that you bang into. And then above it, we have a boat dodgems game. So this is a game where you start in these towers, and then you get a boat which gets pushed off the tower, and you need to stay in the raised bit. You can see the water's a little bit higher in the middle. You need to kind of stay like a King of the Hill type game, and stay in the middle and try and dodge everyone out, and then whoever stays in the middle for longest wins the game. So two fun boat themed games there. Right, let's go and grab Gregory Jr. and let's keep moving on then, shall we? So these are a few more of my newer games. Let's have a game of this. So let's have a game of Sharky Shark, because I absolutely love Sharky Shark. One shark only, the winner takes all, Lee Bear. That's how we're going to do it. So the way this game works is we have these two boats, and that minecart in the middle is supposed to be a shark. And so just like the duckling game, we need a fishing rod. I've actually still got one on me, and I'm just going to have my mushroom stew as well. And you need to flick the minecart to try and get it into your boat here. So you'll kind of see how it works. So we can begin in 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. So I need to try and flick the minecart, and I need to pull it back to my side. I'm not doing very well, though. Lee Bear is doing really well. He almost got it to his side. There we go. I was able to pull it back. You can see that there's some power rails, which allow you to move it a little bit quicker. And there we go. It's going bouncing over all of the waves. It's got stuck here, though. Can I pull it? There we go. I was able to pull it. I'm getting really close. I think maybe 1 or 2 more big pulls, I might be able to get it to me. It's right by the end. Oh, Lee Bear was just about able to save it, and it's whizzing back now. Can I stop it? There we go. I was able to pull it back to my side. I'm so close. Oh no, Lee Bear fell off the boat. Man overboard. Man overboard. And I was able to capture the shark. I think you might just about have been able to save it there, Lee Bear, if you didn't fall into the water. So that's another kind of fun little game which I built. Another good one for playing with just 2 people. And let's go and move on then, shall we? Let's go to the newest game that I built. Actually, this is almost the newest game. I have built 1 game since this one, but this game is a really fun game, and it's called Rule the Jewel. And this is another one we can have a little bit of a test to go on as well. And this is a bit of a jousting game. I'm going to go and grab another bow from here, because I don't want to use my really strong bow, because it might get a little bit dangerous. I'm going to grab some spare arrows as well. And if you go onto the green side, I'll go to the red side. And the idea of the game is that you need to shoot arrows to try and take out the other person's minecart. So whenever you're ready, Lee Bear, if you go and press the button, then we'll both get set off, and I will be able to see him through the glass and give him a little bit of a wave, and then we're going to go downstairs, and I need to try and shoot his minecart before he is able to shoot my minecart. So I'm going to wait for the little opening, and oh, we both missed. I think we were both really close, but we both missed. But all it does is it pushes you straight back up here, and then you can press the button again and go straight away, and you keep going until you have a winner. So let's go and try and aim a little bit further ahead of him this time. And oh, I know I nearly hit him, but the pillar just saved him. I need to shoot a little bit earlier, I think, and then I should be able to get him. It's all about getting the right timing and the good accuracy as well. It doesn't work if you just have either of one. And there we go. I was finally able to hit him. I was able to rule the jewel. So that's a pretty good fun little game. And oh, I've kind of got a little bit stuck in the game as well. I guess if I kind of just jump up here, I can go around down here, and we can go and leave going down this way. And sorry, Gregory Jr. And oh, there's a skeleton out here. There's a skeleton and zombies. Oh, we were ambushed. They were all waiting outside for us. We were ambushed by them all. There we go. Now Gregory Jr. is doing a good job of taking them out. Oh dear. Anyway, let's go play this game. This game is called Whale of a Time, and this is a really fun game. And it's also a really good game where you can go and look over the rest of the funland when you're really high up. So what we need to do is we need to go and grab some of this TNT, and we're going to put it around the edge here, and then put some around the top. And there's some huge rings out in the water, and we're going to press a button next to a dispenser, which is going to dispense a piece of wool, and whichever color we get is the color we need to go for. So we're both only going to have one go each, just to see whether we can get it. So you can go first, Lee, if you go and press the button. So Lee needs to try and land inside one of the yellow hoops. So if I go and stand over here, you can see there's a yellow hoop there, and there. There's kind of 3 of them in a row. Oh no, there's one down at the very front as well. So Lee Bear's going to press the button, and he's going to get launched very high into the sky. And he wants to be really careful and try and land inside of one of the yellow hoops. And he did it! There we go. He was able to do it. He landed inside the furthest hoop, the hardest one to get. Right, looks like the gauntlet has been set. It looks to see like I need to try and match Lee Bear's performance. And oh no, this is the black one. The black one is the hardest one. You can see at the very distance over there, it's the absolute furthest one away, and the hardest one to get. So this is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm always one that enjoys a good challenge. So let's go and put this TNT around here and around the top as well. And it's safe because there's the water there. It means that the TNT won't actually hurt you. So it's actually, surprisingly, a relatively safe game, considering how much TNT there is. And there's only a very small hole, which I can go and try and get launched out of. And oh! That didn't go very well. That did not go very well. Right, I'm going to have another go. There is a little bit of a technique which is required to be able to get launched properly out the blowhole, and that didn't go very well. So I want to have one more go. It's been quite a while since I've done this game, so this time I'm going to sprint forward a little bit more. Maybe that's going to work. There we go. That is more like it. Now let's see if I can land inside of the black hoop. Oh no, I think I went too far. No! I actually went past it. I actually went too far, and I went over the black hoop. That doesn't happen very often. In fact, I've never seen that happen before. Oh dear. Oh well. Jolly good fun though, jolly good fun. And I think we're probably playing a few too many of the games because otherwise this tour is going to take a really long time. So I think some of the next ones I might just kind of show them to you and describe them rather than being able to play every single one. So next to this game we have Doggy Hockey, and this is a ice hockey style game where you'd have a dog sitting in the middle. It normally is Gregory Jr. and you need to try and slide the dog into the other person's goalpost, and yeah, whoever scores the most wins. So let me go and give you a bit of an example of what happens. So you'd be sliding the dog. You can see Gregory Jr.'s tail wagging as it's really good fun as he slides around on the ice. Then if you get the dog into the end, it makes a little bit of a dinging noise and the lights come on, and then you score a point. But if the dog gets stuck in one of these areas, there are some buttons you can press, and these are called the danger zones, and it goes and knocks the dog out just like that. We do have some problems with the dog sometimes getting stuck in the wall, which is the only problem with this game. Apart from that, it's really good fun. So what else do we have around here then? Let's go and look at this game here then. This one is called Water Rush, I believe. And this is a dolphin-themed game. The idea of this game is that there'd be a whole load of dolphins that need to make their way up to the top. You can see that there's a lever there, and so you would have about 5 or so dolphins there, and they need to go along here, and then go up, and then up like that. But at the same time, there'll be a shark on the top of this sushi restaurant, and they got some buttons up there that they press, and that will make a bunch of obstacles come out. So water comes out from there, some pistons push out blocks there, and then some arrows are fired out from the dispensers. And so all of those things are knocking down the dolphins to make it harder from them. But then the first dolphin to pull that lever dunks the shark into the sushi restaurant, and they are the winner of the game. So probably one of my silliest and funnest games to actually play. Anyway, let's go do this one. This one's called Raindrops, and this is a nice one to ride, so you can go and have a look over the entire Funland. So do you want to go first, Lee Bear? I'm going to follow behind you. And so the way this game works is that we got this huge pipe onto these clouds up here, and hopefully we're going to go and land down on the waterfall and gently go and slide into the pot of gold down the end down there. I think Lee Bear might have broke his boat though, so I think I'm going to go first this time. So I want to be very careful not to break my boat. I want to go and hopefully get it so me and Lee Bear are going quite close together. We don't want to be going too close together because yeah, we're going to end up banging into each other, which won't work very well. So And you can see when we're in this big tunnel of water, we just get gradually lifted up by the water, and this is a great time to kind of look through the glass and see what the Funland looks like from really high up. There is some water in the way a lot, but once we get up to the top, and once we're flying down in the boat, we get a good chance to look over everything and also have the fun of just riding the ride. And it's supposed to just guide itself. If you don't press anything, the water just pushes you out. So hopefully I won't have to press anything. I'm just going to hopefully gently go and land down on the waterfall. Sometimes it doesn't go 100% to plan. Sometimes you do miss the waterfall. It can be a little bit of a dangerous ride, but I think that makes it more fun. It's always good to have a little bit of danger. Just makes it that bit more exciting. And I can't see where Lee Bear is. I guess he's probably pretty close behind me, but I can't quite see him. So here we go. We should get fired off from this cloud and then go and land down on the next cloud down here. And I think I went quite far there. Hopefully I'm going to make it. Here we go. This is the time to get the good views over the rest of the Funland. And I've gone very far. I know I've gone slightly to the side as well. There we go. I was just about able to land on the rainbow, and now made my way down here into the pot of gold. And looks like Lee Bear got a little bit stuck on the on the rainbow there, but he still was able to safely make his way back down, having a bit of trouble on the water there. Right then, let's go and join Gregory Jr. again, and then we can go and carry on looking at a few more of the rides then. So, sorry Gregory Jr., I feel really bad that we get to play with the rides and you just sit there. But the problem is, a lot of the rides aren't particularly safe for dogs, so it's for your own benefit. And this is quite a fun little game here. This is one that I don't play very much. I built it for Christmas a couple Christmases ago, and this is called My Reindeer Rodeo. So we can have a little bit of a test to go on this one. Lee Bear, do you want to go and jump up on top of the reindeer, and I'll show you how it works. So it's like a normal rodeo, but instead this one is a reindeer, and so the reindeer is supposed to try and knock the other person off, and they're going to be sitting on the top inside of a boat, and there should be a chest somewhere around here with some boats. Is there a chest somewhere around here? I was sure that there was a chest hidden around here with some boats in it. I'm not sure if there is any more though. Right, I might go and steal a boat from one of the other rides. I might go and steal one from the raindrops ride. So the idea is they're sitting there in the boat, and then I switch a lever back and forth, which will nudge Lee Bear around, and he needs to try and stay on for as long as he can while the reindeer is trying to knock him off. So it's probably not the best game, because you're not going to play it for hours on end. You'll get bored of it pretty fast. But for a fun little gimmicky Christmas game, I think it is jolly good fun. So Lee Bear, there's your boat there. Oh, sorry, missed a bit. Oh no, there we go. You did grab it. There we go. Yeah, so if he places it down on that middle block there, and then jumps in, I'm going to go and start switching this lever, and you can see it's going to make Lee Bear bounce up and down really, really fast. And the idea is you start slowly and then speed up, and the boat broke. So yeah, as I said, probably not one of the best games. It's a little bit of a gimmicky, silly thing, but it's still quite good fun anyway. Right then, on to the next game then. What shall we go and have a look at now? Let's go and make our way back down here and look at these rides. This is quite a fun game. This game is actually called Sheer Fun. And the reason it's called that is because it's a sheep shearing game. So what you would do is you'd go here, and you'd get from these dispensers, by standing on the pressure plate, a load of dye and some shears as well. And then you'd come back inside here, and you'd pick which colour you want to be. I generally pick the yellow side, because that's my favourite colour out of these. And then we'd go inside here, and I'll try and go inside here and try and actually stay up. And then there'll be a countdown which has started because I pressed that start button. And once that's finished, this block is going to rise out of the floor, and you need to run up to the top as fast as you can and begin shearing sheep. And dyeing them your colour and then shearing them, because there's a whole load of white sheep here. I'll try and dye them my colour and shear them, and whoever gets enough blocks first wins. And the way you know you've got enough blocks is because you need to pile up on the middle of that block there in your colour, and then there's a button at the very top up there that you press, and when you press it plays a little tune, and then you win. It sounds quite complicated, but it's actually not too bad, and it's a really good fun to play, and I'm very proud to say I have never lost at it as well. So it's a game that I'm particularly good at. Anyway, moving on, this game is called, I believe it's called Road Hogs, this game. Oh, that's just a sign. This is when we first named the Lovely Jobbly Love Love Petals. So that is the original Lovely Jobbly Love Love Petals there. But yeah, this game I think is called Road Hogs. I don't think I put a sign. Oh, here it is. Yeah, Road Hog. And this is quite an interesting game. It's actually a 4-player game. You have 2 teams of 2, and you'd have one person would come in here. Actually, I suppose we can have a bit of a demonstration. Do you want to go downstairs, Lee Bear, and grab the wheat? And I'm I'm going to go and stand here. So the idea is I would go inside here, and I would go and jump on this pig, and then the other team would do the same on the other side. But then underneath me, my teammate would be holding a piece of wheat. And actually, no. Oh wait, I don't think it's going to work anymore. Actually, because when I built it, the pigs followed wheat, and now they follow carrots. So I would have to change it with carrots. But the idea is that they'd be downstairs here, and they'd be holding the carrots, and they would have to guide them through the maze. So they'd hold the carrot here, and they'd be walking around here, and they'd try and guide them through the maze to get to the other side. And they'd have to steal 2 levers and bring them back. And when they pull the levers, then they win. So you need to have a lot of teamwork with your the person on your team, otherwise you're not going to win. So that's quite an interesting game that we've not played in a while, so I am definitely going to have to play that one soon. And this is one that we can play now though, because this is both one of me and Lee Bear's favourite games, and this one's called Flop. And what we need to do is that we need to go and grab another fishing rod, and we go upstairs this ladder, and the idea is you need to flick your fishing rod to hit these pressure plates, because if you hit them, it pushes out some blocks here, and then that way it will knock them down. I can demonstrate here with Gregory Jr. If I step on these, you can see that it knocked down Gregory Jr. So we can begin in 3, 2, 1, go, go, go. So we need to go and try and run left and right. And I need to try and flick the pressure plates on Lee Bear's side, which is going to make him go and be dropped down. And of course, he's doing the same to me. But there we go. I was able to drop him down. Right, one more go, Lee Bear. One more go. Winner takes all. And it's quite a difficult game, because you've got to worry about trying to hit their pressure plates while worrying about not being dropped on your side as well. And I keep kind of trapping Lee Bear, but I haven't knocked him down. And there we go. Is he falling down? Yes, there we go. I was able to knock him down. One of the more simple and most fun games that I've built in my fun land. Right, moving on. This one is a game called Snow Throw. And what you need to do is basically behind here we have some buttons, and if I press the button, it opens the window corresponding to the colour, and also fires out a gold nugget. And so what I need to do is open the windows as many times as I can to get as many gold nuggets, while Lee Bear is throwing snowballs at the paintings, and every time he destroys one of the paintings, it basically it stops me from being able to press that button anymore. So you can see he's now did the blue one. If I press it, that blue window will no longer open. So it's how quickly he can go and destroy all the paintings, and yeah, how long for me I can go and try and keep pressing the buttons to get the gold nuggets. So now I think the only one left is the green one here, and so he's going to very easily get the green one. And then I'd see that my score was, I think, 11 gold nuggets, and then we'd switch around and do the same the other way around. So that's how the Snow Throw game works. Probably one of my more complex ones in terms of the redstone, but still good fun to play. Alright, let's go down here. I think we missed out a few rides in this area. Aha! This is quite a simple one. We're not going to bother riding it, because it's probably one of my more boring ones, if I'm honest. It's called My Helter Skelter. It's a huge tree. I love the look of it, and you basically put a minecart at the top, and you go and just whiz down on your minecart. The idea was that I wanted it to have 0 redstone, so there's no power rails or anything, or you're just only guided by the gravity as you whiz around. And it is quite fun to kind of go down a little bit, but it is a little bit slow just because there are no power rails. But I really like it just because I like the look of the huge fake tree right there. Anyway. This is another slightly more complex one. This one is called Fish Me a Dish. And this is another one where you've got to use the fishing rods, actually. Quite a lot of fishing rod games. And what we need to do is that you go and grab the fishing rods here, and I'll go and press this button here, which will start a timer upstairs. And it needs to be, the game is that you need to try and fish as many fish as you can. So after a few seconds, these blocks here are going to open up, and I need to go and try and fish into the water down there. And Lee Bear needs to try and do the same. Then eventually this one's going to shut, and then the next ones are going to open, and it's whoever can get the most fish by the end of the game wins. And seeing as we've started, we might as well go and have a full game. And oh no, I was too slow. I could have got a fish then, but I was too slow pulling it back. You find with this game, you generally either get a game where you both get loads of fish, or you get a game where you get no fish. It's generally all or nothing. It's either lots and lots of fish or no fish whatsoever. And it might look actually easier for Lee Bear, but sometimes it's harder to fish into the water when it's really close to you. So it's kind of hard to get the fishing rod where it's in there when it's properly bobbing up and down. A lot of the time it kind of gets stuck, just like it is now, sort of getting stuck on the blocks and things. But right, there's that one shut. So we're moving on to the next one. So this one is just one piece of water in the middle of the room, and this is probably the easy one to go for. And oh, you can see that Lee Bear was actually carrying on with the other one. As long as you can still see it through the glass, you can go and try and carry on using the other one, and that includes when the final one shut as well. And so it's supposed to be the idea that this is a kitchen and they're trying to cook fish in this restaurant, and this is how they get their fish by fishing it through the floor here. And I think so far I have one fish, and Lee Bear doesn't have any yet, so I think this is looking pretty good for me. And even though the game seems quite simple, the redstone upstairs is actually rather complicated. It took quite a long time for me to be able to work it out, to make it so that, you know, as one of the openings opens, the other one shuts, and it got a little bit complicated. I remember being particularly proud of the redstone when I first did it. It was certainly the most advanced redstone I had done up to that point. I'm not doing very well here, though. I got that one fish very early on, but the fish don't seem to be biting. I think I have missed a few opportunities where it has bobbed down, but I wasn't able to pull it back quick enough. But there we go. Oh no! Oh no! I got the fish, but I wasn't able to get it into my water. What you need to do is you need to flick it until you see there's a stream of water underneath me there. If you don't get the fish into that water, then sadly it does not count. And you can see that the block has shut now, but if I'm able to get a fish, it still does count. As long as the fishing rod is still in the water, it does still count. So there is probably a chance for me to get one more fish, as long as I get this right and I'm able to flick it into the stream of water. It looks like Lee Bear is doing the same on the side opposite me as well. Oh, his seems to be bobbing up and down like crazy. And oh, he did it! Oh, Lee Bear got a fish, which means it's all on this. We're one fish each, which means that if I don't get a fish now, Lee Bear's going to win, but if I do get a fish, then I am going to win. Oh no, sorry, if I don't get a fish, then we're going to draw, but if I do get one, then I am going to be the winner of Fish Me a Dish. So come on, please bob down. It's weird, it's kind of floating over the water. I don't know if I'm even going to get one. Oh no, I did get one, but I don't think it went to the water. Let's go and count it up. Oh no, I did! I got three! I got 3 fish. I didn't even realise I was able to get 3 fish. Did I get 2 in one then? I'm not even sure what happened though, but yay! I was able to get myself 3 fish. Jolly good fun, Lee Bear. Jolly good fun. And let me go and very quickly hop upstairs here, and let me go and show you how the redstone works. I'm not going to explain it to you, but yeah, you can kind of see what I was talking about, where it's pretty complicated. It's a pretty advanced redstone, and I was very proud when I finished building this. And here's some signs to prove that I did actually do it, in case people didn't believe me that I did this redstone. Anyway, let's go and move on to the next game then, shall we? And I think the next one is the Top Paw Doggy Assault course, I believe. Yep. This is my giant doghouse here. You can see there's a huge bone there as well, and there's also some skeletons inside. So let's go and try and deal with the googlies first and try and take all of them out, and then we can go and show you how this game works. So it's basically an assault course, not for people, but for my dogs in this instance. So what you do is I would go and pull this lever here, and then that would go and start a timer, and I would have to run around the course like this, and my dog would follow me and would see how quickly the dogs could get around the course. And Gregory Jr. seems to be doing very well so far. He needs to go and get through these big colourful pillars now. I need to try and keep running back. Is he still there? Yep, he's still just about following me, and here's the tunnel. I'm supposed to jump over the tunnel, and then Gregory Jr. is supposed to run through the tunnel. Is he going to come? Haven't Gregory Jr. There we go, through the tunnel. And oh, the switch needs to be on. Lee Bear, go switch the switch quickly. The lever down there goes and starts all of these trapdoors flapping, and that block going up and down. But oh no, Gregory Jr. has suddenly lost interest. Come on, Gregory Jr., keep following me. Come on, you did it once. I know you can get through the tunnel. You can do it again. I'm trying to back off into this corner over here, and hopefully he's going to want to follow me. What's he looking at? Oh, I think he's just mesmerised by the little flaps opening and closing. Right, looks like I'm going to have to go and give him a little bit of a nudge. No, this way, Gregory Jr. No, come on, follow me. Right, if I go and run very quickly this way, Hopefully he's just going to charge after me and go straight through the tunnel. Is he coming? I think he is. There we go. And now if I go and run down this way, I just need to get him through these fence gates and over that last hurdle. Is he going to come round? He's thinking about it. He keeps thinking about it. Is he going to come? Come on, Gregory Jr. And he cheated and teleported. That wouldn't have been a particularly good time for Gregory Jr. I don't think he's going to be breaking any records. I think Sherbet is the current record holder for getting around the assault course. But still pretty good fun. And it's kind of nice to have a place which is fun for the dogs as well as fun for us, so they always enjoy coming over here. Right, let's go and carry on showing you around a few more of these games. It is actually getting a little bit dark now. Ooh, I know what we could do next. How about we have a game of flower power? Seeing as it's nighttime, I'm going to go and sit Gregory Jr. Down here because this is a combat game. So I don't want Gregory Jr. To see me fighting Lee Bear and to think that we're actually fighting. So you can be on this side, Lee. I'm going to go to the other side. So this game is a capture the flower game. And what you need to do is you need to run around this area inside here and bring all of the flowers of your colour back onto the top of your flower pot before the player on the other team does the same. So these chests here are just empty chests that we can use to empty out all of our pockets. And Lee Bear, make sure you take your armour off as well. You're not allowed to have any armour on you. All you're allowed is wooden bows, bows and arrows, and some food as well, so you don't get hungry. And there also seems to be a big slime. All of the googlies we're just going to leave inside of the game. They might just make it a bit more exciting. So let's go and grab these bows and some arrows, and let's go and grab myself a wooden sword as well. I have a spare one in case it breaks. And yeah, what we need to do now is we set our spawn. So if you die, it's not the end of the game. You just respawn back inside of your flower pot and carry on playing. So Lee Bear slept on the other side. I'm going to start the game, Lee, in 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. So I'm going to pull that down, which means the game is now going to open up, and I need to run around and try and steal as many of the yellow flowers as I can. But you can also grab the other team's flowers, and then that way they need to take you out in order to try and get them. And I can see Lee Bear is getting stuck down in that corner. Actually, if I get him trapped there, the slime might go for him, and he might get stuck in the corner. There we go. Lee Bear's fighting the slime. This is good. This is good. Hopefully the slime is going to take out Lee Bear and help me out. This isn't how the game normally goes, but it might be quite good fun. Anyway, oh no, he's going to try and get back onto his base and try and put in the flowers. He's probably weak, so I'm going to keep charging after him. And there we go. I was able to take him out. And once he's put the flowers down, they're banked, and I'm not allowed to go and try and take them back. But this is now a good chance for me to try and steal a few of Lee Bear's flowers, and I'm going to go now and try and put them back in the base. We can see that the slime is still running around up there, so I want to be very careful of that. And where is Lee Bear? I can't see him. Oh, there he is. I can see him running around. But because I've got one red flower on me, I know that he's not going to be able to win. So I switched the little lights on to mark that I got these in. And oh no, it looks like Lee Bear's firing after me. He's on top of the tree tower up there. Let's try and shoot back. There we go. That was quite a good shot. Can I hit him again? Is he going to poke out the window? Oh, he jumped off. You see that? He jumped off the other side. He got scared and decided to run away. This might actually be a good chance for me to try and get in the last flower that I need to get in. I'm going to go and try and get up the ladder. Lee Bear's just charging after me. I need to try and dodge all of the arrows. Oh no, that hurt. That hurt. Can I get it in? Can I get it in? And yes, I was able to get it in, and I won. So that means I got 4 flowers, and Lee Bear was able to get 2 of his in. So there we go. That is how you play Flower Power, and you can either play it like we did as a 1v1 game, or you can go and play it as a 2v2 or a 3v3 or even a 4v4 if you want a crazy hectic game. Right then, let's go and pick up Gregory Jr. again and carry on showing you the rest of these mini games. And it's okay, we were only play fighting. Good. I don't think he saw anything of what happened. This is a game called Turbo Types, and the idea of this game is it's a game where you need to see how fast you can type. So let's go and we'll have one tester game of this, Lee Bear. If you go grab a sign here, let's do the alphabet one. So what you need to do is you sprint forward and you place the sign on the block there, and then you're going to slowly go and slide down this big trail of water, and then you need to see how many letters you can write in that time. So on this one, we've got to do the alphabet. So we can begin in 3, 2, 1, go. So you need to sprint forward, and then you need to go and start typing as fast as you can. So I want to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh no, I did that wrong. F, G, H, I. Okay, I think I'm just going to go and do safe now. I'm going to go back. Right, there we go. So if I fell the entire way down, I would have been stuck down there in that room down there, and I wouldn't have been able to get back out, and I would have lost. And so the way you win is it's basically the person who has typed the most characters will be the winner of the game. And I'm not sure yet whether Lee Bear got stuck down or whether he's been able to get back up. Oh, Lee Bear was able to get back up. So I was able to get A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and Lee Bear got, he got J, K, which means Lee Bear was the winner. Well done. So that's a fun game. There's also this one where you just do numbers, and this one where you're actually writing a proper sentence. So this is the hardest one on the end here. All right, let's go and move on then, shall we? Over here, this is a game called Tumble Tower. This is one that I play quite regularly, and the idea of the game is it's the first person to get to the top of the tower, and what you do is you go and flap up some of these flaps like this, and you need to keep jumping and flapping until you get to the top. So you'd flap up a bunch like this, and then you'll jump and keep trying to flap them to get up as high as you can. But of course, because there's going to be everyone else doing it, another tactic is to go and try and flap down their trapdoors, just like me and Lee Bear are doing, to try and make them fall into the water. And once you get to the top, you do get some really nice views of the area as well. Anyway, this is a game called Dings and Dongs. It used to be called Ambush for a bit, but I changed the name. And this is kind of like a big board game. If I go and climb up here like Lee Bear's doing, I can kind of show you from above. The idea is that you need to try and get from your side to the other person's side while they're trying to do the same. And the way you do that is by switching through the different minecarts. So I'd sit down in this one, and then I'd go and switch to this one, and then to this one, and then to this one. And basically go through the game like that, and then once you get to the other side, you win. But if someone's in the block next to you, you can tap them, and then that means they are then out of the game. And so what you can do is try and hide behind a wall like this, and then if they go to the minecart next to you, you can ambush them and tap them, and then they're out of the game. So it's quite a strategic, tactical game, this one, but it's good fun to play. And actually, what I want to do very quickly is I'm going to go and grab all of my items back, because I left them in this chest down here. I don't want to forget about them. I want to go and get them back. I don't feel safe without my sword or anything. So let's go and grab all of these things back on me, fill up my pockets again with all of the rubbish we've picked up throughout these games, and there we go. I feel a little bit safer now, and I've got my some more of my food and things back. Anyway, on to the next game. This is a game we built quite recently. It's called Broth Brawl, and there's a huge cooking pot here. And you need to go up to the top of the cooking pot, and you need to try and knock the other people into the stew while they're trying to knock you in as well. So let's go and have a very quick little tester game of this one. Once again, Gregory Jr., you're going to have to sit this one out. This is a no dogs allowed game, and I can actually pick which vegetable I want to use in the game. And I'm going to use a potato for this one, I think. So I got to hold the potato, and that's what I'm going to use to try and knock Lee Bear into the stew. So there he is. I can see Lee Bear playing peekaboo. Peekaboo, Lee Bear. That was actually the inspiration for the next game I'm going to show you, which is called the mole hole game. Me and Lee Bear were just playing this game, and we kept just playing peekaboo on the ladders. So we'd go up the ladder a little bit, and then we'd keep going peekaboo, peekaboo, peekaboo like this, and it made us laugh so much I decided to make an entire game based around playing peekaboo. Right though. That's not the game we're playing now. The game we're playing now is Broth Brawl. So when I say go, we're going to jump on the vegetables and try and knock the other person in. So let's begin in 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. And so this is oh no, I fell straight in. Lee Bear, I fell straight. Can we do a best out of 3, please? Because I fell straight in. We'll have another go. Yeah, so the game is normally played with more than 2 people. You normally want to have a big group of people to do it, because then that way the game's a little bit more crazy, and I think a little bit more fun. But sometimes it is fun having 1v1s. Makes it quite intense. Right then. Round number 2. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Right, I'm going to stop speaking so much. I'm going to try and concentrate. No, Lee Bear did the exact same as I did. Right, this is the decider then. Let's see if we can both not be rubbish and actually try and jump on the vegetables. We haven't even had a chance to get close to each other yet, let alone knock each other in. We can barely stand on the vegetables. Right, I'm going to go and I'm going to start over here. I kind of like starting in this area. Right. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. We can go and actually jump in. I was able to not fall straight into the water here, and I think it's a good tactic to try and stay on some of the bigger vegetables. So you see the Lee Bear's gone on a bit of a pea. It's kind of hard to stay on the pea because it's only 1 block thick. We're both trying to be super careful. I charged in. Can I get him? No, he knocked me in, which means Lee Bear was the Broth Brawl winner. So as I said, the game's a little bit more fun when you have more people playing, but it is still quite good fun with just the two of us. Right then, let's now go and show you the mole hole game. Once again, a game which I built relatively recently, and this is the game which was inspired by our little peekaboo sessions on that game. And so what you would do is, do you want to be the mole for this tester game, Lee? So Lee Bear is going to be the mole, and he's going to go down into this little mole hole here. And he's going to go and end up inside of one of these little holes in one of these areas down there. And while he's doing that, I'm going to go and climb up to the top up here. And there would normally be a group of us in this mole mound here. And I need to spin in a circle. And I need to try and spot which hole Lee Bear is playing peekaboo in. So I'm going to be spinning around to see, there I spotted Lee Bear. So I'm going to go and shoot the the pressure plate, and then Lee Bear's able to get out, which means I would win, and then I would be the mole next. So it doesn't work with only two of us, but you can probably get a good idea how the game would work if there were more of us. Right, moving on. This is actually another one of the rides. This isn't a minigame. This is a ride I built, which is called It's a Lovely World After All. And let me show you how this one works. So if I go here, I can go and turn on the music by switching this lever up. And this is another boat game, but it's a much more calm and gentle boat game than the Raindrops one. So what you do is you press a button, and that will spawn in a boat, and then you jump in the boat, and it should hopefully just start sliding forward and guide you around this water. I think I'm a bit stuck in the wall right now. Here we go. I finally set off. So this is another game where you don't need to steer the boat at all. It kind of just guides itself in the water. And what it's supposed to do is it's supposed to show you the story of my lovely world. So this was my first night when I was attacked by a zombie. You might have seen in my last episode when I showed you my first shelter. That's basically saying my first night. There's me there with Gregory, who was the first dog. And there's, of course, my lovely world. And so basically what it's doing is it's showing you through some of the favourite moments that I've had in my lovely world, and we basically built like little models of them. So there's Lee Bear there, and there's me, and you can see Lee Bear is giving me a cake, just like he did this morning, and I might actually go and steal a few slices of that cake there. And now we're going to the moon. This is supposed to be the moon here. These are my lunar friends. You can see there, that's supposed to be all of the surface of the moon there. And if we go around this corner, we can see a few of my friends. I seem to be getting a little bit stuck. This used to work perfectly, where it would just guide you round. But I think in some of the updates, they might have changed the way that water works. So it's not working quite as well as it used to. But you can see here are my friends. You can see there's Amy Lee there. There is, of course, me. There is a Lee Bear next to me. And then there is Rosie the Penguin down there. And if we get to the end here, here's a villain, which I'm sure a lot of you are going to recognise. This is the evil hit the target. And you can see him standing on the top of his evil castle up there. Luckily, he doesn't have that castle anymore, but he's still out around there somewhere. And if we go here, here are a few more of my friends. There is a ballistic squid. There is a Finball there. And on the very end here is a very stern looking Ankh. And then the final thing that you see before the end of the ride, apart from me getting stuck in the boundary, I'm just going to run this next bit. Oh, what happened there? Okay, I suddenly went all the way back to the moon area. There certainly seems to be something weird happening with the boats at the moment. But yeah, the very last thing you'd see would be Henry and Hilda just standing here and waving to you when you go and exit the ride. So it used to work perfectly, where the boat would just end here and you get out. But obviously something's changed in the game, so it's not working anymore. But no worries, the game was still quite good fun to go around with a ride. Sorry, it's not really the game. And yeah, the music didn't sound like it was working properly either, so obviously something's happened down here as well. I'm not entirely sure what's going on down there, but it doesn't matter too much. Let's go and try and break our way out of here, and we can go and show you the next mini game. So let's go head down this way, shall we? And oh, seems to have a golem wandering around the place. I think we left the gate open. Oh no, I think Holly and Jolly have escaped, or at least one of them has. Oh dear, right, looks like we're going to have trails of snow all over the place. Oh well, we can go and tidy this up a little bit later on. Let's go show you the circus next, shall we? A lot of you may remember I put on a big show a while ago, and I had a big circus show inside of here, and we fired Lee Bear from a cannon. We had ballistic squid. I was able to shoot an apple from the top of Amy Lee's head. I also was able to tame the wild, dangerous pig. And yeah, I don't think we should do it again, Lee Bear. Do you remember what happened last time we fired the arrow and fired the cannon? I don't think we should do it again. Yeah, there was also a magic show I did with Rosie, and we all walked the tightrope as well, which was a really good episode. If you want to go and check out my circus show. And over here we have a game called What Goes Up, And the way this game works is you'll go inside one of these little containers, and then you need to shoot all of the minecarts of your color, and then the door opens. So let me just go and do a demonstration. So normally you'll be inside of there, and you'll need to be firing the arrows up so they loop round like that, so it's more difficult. But I'm just going to kind of show you what would happen. Ow! Ow, Lee Bear, was that you, or did I shoot myself with my own arrow there? I'm not sure what happened. Let me go and climb back up here. So yeah, once you shoot all of the minecarts of your color, and then it plays a little ding noise, and then the door opens, and then you're able to escape. So it's all about accuracy with the bow and arrow. So it should now. Yeah, did you hear the little ding? And the door should have opened up. There we go, just like that. And then we'll be able to escape. So let me go and just grab these minecarts, because I don't want to end up wasting these. And be careful, Lee Bear. There's a cat on the playfield. Be careful. And let's go and climb up the outside here. And yeah, we can go and look at the next mini game. I'm just going to go and throw these minecarts in here because I don't want to be carrying these around the entire place with me. Let's go put these away there. And let's look at the next mini game. This is a game which is called Berry Berry, and it's a berry burying minigame. And what you need to do is you'd go into one side of the game, and you'd break all these berries off the tree, and you'd hide them under the ground. And then when you're ready, you go and press the button here, which plays a ding. You'll then switch sides with the other person who would have been doing the same as you, and you need to dig up the ground and find the berries as quickly as you can. Whoever can find the berries quickest is the winner. And so it's pretty one of my simplest mini games, but still one which is very good fun to play. Next up, we have the Wiggly Worm game, and this game is a bit like Battleships. What you're supposed to do is that you come round here and you arrange this gravel, or on the other side it's sand, into the shape of a worm. So you would go and move the gravel down and do a wiggly shape all the way along there to the end, and then you'd go here and you would have to press the buttons to guess which shape they did with their worms. And if you get it correct, then the sand will go and drop down here, which plays a little ding noise just like this. And then also, on this side, it lights up a little light. And I actually added in these lights afterwards just to make the game easier. And so, yeah, you've got to try and guess the shape of the other person's worm. And every time you miss, it switches so it's the other person's go to press a button. And every time you get one successfully, you get to have another go and try and string through a few of them across. Anyway, this is the Swift Swine game. And this is a very simple game which I did very recently. Basically, it's a pig race. You sit on a pig, you hold a carrot on a stick, and you've got to guide the pig around the entire race and get it to the end first. It's pretty simple. There are a few obstacles. You can see there's some water there that keeps going on and off, which makes it a bit harder, and there's some fences that lift up and down over there and some bridges and things. Apart from that, it's a straightforward pig race. This here is the most recent mini game I built, so I'm sure most of you have seen it if you're watching this. It's called Desert Drops, and the idea is that basically there's fire which gets launched out from these dispensers, and it burns away the wood. As the wood burns, there's sand on top of them. The sand drops down, which destroys cactuses, which are up here as well. You need to throw the cactuses into your hole, which is your colour. Whoever gets the most cactuses is the winner. So that's a kind of fun, crazy game. I'm sure a lot of you have seen us playing it recently, so I don't want to explain that one too much. But anyway, moving on, this isn't the end of it. There are some more games over here which I have not yet showed you. So let's go and cut through this way here and see what other games we have. Aha! This is a game I haven't shown you yet. This is a game called Gold Grab, and this is one that we can actually play. It's quite a little simple 1v1 game. So Lee Bear, should we have a quick game of Gold Grab? And the idea is that we're inside of a big pirate's chest of treasure, and we need to try and get the treasure and get it to our side. So I'm going to be, I'll be white, Lee Bear, so I'm trying to get it into this hole, and if you be blue, you're going to be trying to get it into this hole over here. So let me go and press the button, and hopefully the chest is going to drop down. Nope, I guess the chest is on your side, Lee Bear. So if you go and press the button behind you, then the chest should drop down, and as soon as it does, we can begin the game. Did it not drop down? Do we not have a chest? There should be a minecart with a chest. Oh, there we go. Uh-oh, I think that might have broke some redstone there, Lee, but I don't think that was necessarily a good idea. Well, we can have a bit of a test to go anyway. So the idea is I need to push it to your side and you're going to push it to mine. So let's begin. So all you need to do is that you need to try and nudge it like this, and you're literally trying to slide the minecart across to get it to the other person's side while they're trying to do the same to you. And it seems really simple, but it can actually be quite difficult to try and slide it with someone blocking there, because sometimes you can end up accidentally pushing it to your own side, like that. I tried to push it the other way, but I accidentally pushed it the wrong way. No, it looks like Lee Bear won the game. He got it up to the blue side. And then normally, you'd then press the button and it would go and drop back down and you do the game again. But I guess it drops straight back down because we broke some redstone. So yeah, that is a gold grab. Anyway, moving on, over here, this is a pretty cool game, and it's, I think it's called Cats and Mice? No, Cat and Mice, that's what the game called, and it's a really big maze, and there'd be one cat and lots of mice. So the cat would start over here in the middle of the maze, and the mice need to run in and try and steal the cheese from these mouse traps, and then they'd bring it out here and put it on the cheese stand, and while they're doing that, the cat is going to be running around with a sword and trying to stop all the mice. And so it's a game to see how many pieces of cheese the mice can get while the cat tries to stop them. So quite a simple game, but it's a really good, fun, intense game, especially when you have lots of people playing with you. It's a good group game. And another good group game, and quite a similar game actually, is this game called Honey Hunt. And the idea of this game is that I'd go and press this game to start, and there's going to be lots of bees which have their honey, and a bear trying to steal it. So I'd need to run inside of here, and I need to go and try and steal all of the honey. So it's basically a big maze, and then there's these dispensers, and if I go over the dispensers, I get a piece of honey, and I need to get as much honey as I can and get out of there. But while I'm doing that, there are going to be the bees running around, and they have iron bars, and they're going to be placing iron bars on top of the trees, and they need to try and trap me in the iron bars or try and slow me down, because after a certain amount of time, this fence is going to lift back up, and if it does, I am then stuck inside of the maze, and I don't get any of my honey. So you definitely want to go and try and get out as fast as you can. So Lee Bear, you want to be quick now, because that fence is about to lift up any second, and you don't want to be trapped inside of the maze. And this is another one with some rather complicated looking redstone. If I show you down here, you can see this is how the redstone works, and it's just about to lift up the fence. There we go, the fence lifted back up. But seeing as it's raining, I think we should probably go and run down here, and there should be some beds down in here that we can go and sleep in, and then that way it's going to be morning and it won't be raining. And then there's just only a few more minigames left to show you, and then I would have shown you every single minigame I have ever built in my fun land. So let's go and head back upstairs now and see what other games there are to show you. Aha! This is quite a cool looking one. This is my game, which is called Douse the House. And the idea of this game is that you need to run from one side of the other to try and get as much water as you can, and then bring it back out to put out a fire on the house. And this is quite a quick fun game, so let's go and have a bit of a tester game. So for this one, Lee Bear, if you just go and grab yourself a bow and have lots of arrows. And then if I go inside of here, I need to go and grab a bucket as well. And Lee Bear, if you go and grab a bucket as well, then what you need to do is you go on top of your house up here by climbing up these ladders here. And you need to run over to the water, and you need to fill up the bucket with water and bring it back 3 times to put out all of the fire. But while you're doing that, you also need to fire arrows through the lava, which will set the arrow on fire, and if it hits the TNT bridge, then the bridge will drop away to make it harder for the other person. So let's begin. Douse the house in 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go. Right, I'm going to run all the way to here. I'm going to go to the middle because there's a bit of a safe area. Then I'm going to go and try and shoot away some of Lee Bear's bridge. There we go. I was able to shoot away a little bit of Lee Bear's bridge, which is going to make it a little bit harder for him. And now I'm going to run back here. And I'm going to go and try and put down put out the first piece of fire. I can see Lee Bear is heavily shooting at me. Let's try and shoot away a little bit more of his. There we go. You can see his bridge just dropped away a little bit more, which is going to make his jumps even harder for the next time he goes. Because there's water underneath the TNT, the actual TNT shouldn't blow up and destroy anything, which would make the game a little bit harder. And Lee Bear's lagged out. Let me just go and very quickly get him back into the game. Okay, Lee Bear's back into the game. We can go and carry on where we were. I'm just going to wait a few seconds. Right, looks like he's ready to carry on playing. So it's a bit of a bad time for him to lag out, but it doesn't matter. The game can carry on. I only need one more piece to try and get, but let me first go and try and shoot away a little bit more of Lee Bear's bridge, just to make it even harder for him to try and get back across. There we go. I've probably left quite a big hole there. And oh no, he's destroying a whole load of my bridge down here. Oh no, it wasn't too bad. There's only one more little jump I need to make, and then if I go over here, I just need to go and put out the last piece of fire. Oh no, he's going to try and shoot away the bridge. There we go. He wasn't able to get it though, and I was able to put out the fire. So there we go. I was able to win. I think he only had one more to put out. Yep, he only had one more piece of fire to put out. But you can see, because I shot away all of this bridge here, I made it a lot harder for him. And there we go. He ended up falling down anyway. And so yeah, here we go. This is the Douse the House game. Let's go and grab Gregory Jr., and I can go and show you these last few games over here. So this game is called Switch the Switch, and this is quite a long game, so we won't play this one in full, but I'll just explain it. The idea was that we'd go inside of this chest and we'd grab the torches, the shovels, and the sand. You'd then need to pile up the sand. I'll do a little quick demonstration, I guess. You'd go and pile up the sand like this, and the other person would do the same, but they'd also be destroying your sand, just like that, to try and make me drop down, and then I would need to, whoa, steady. Once I get up to the top, I need to then go and switch the lever so that the minecart is going around on my side. So because I'm on the blue side, I want to try and switch it, so then this way the minecart's going around on my side, and whoever's got the light for the longest on their side would be the winner. So we're both battling to switch the switch back and forth, and also knocking each other down on their towers. So that's how the game works. And once it's been on my side for a certain amount of time, all of those lights above my side would light up to say that I have won. So that's the way the Switch game works. There is actually another game here which we missed out earlier. And this game is called Take the Tooth. And this is a game I built after I built my dentist. And the idea is that we are tooth fairies, and we're trying to get onto the bed to take the tooth of a child. But we've got to be quiet because there's all of these creaky floorboards. So you need to get to the end without stepping on any of the pressure plates like that. Because if you do, then you can see the child appear. So let's go. I'm going to go straight to go try and do the hard one if I can. And the hard one is very, very hard. So let's go and try and jump to here. And oh nope, I set it off immediately. Right, forget that. I'm going to go and start off with the medium one, I guess. So what I want to do is try and jump around and avoid hitting any of the pressure plates. Oh, I'm doing pretty well so far. Let's try and jump to over there, shall we? So let's try and line this up and sprint and jump. And yes, I was able to do it. Now let's go try and land to here if I can. That was good. And now if I go and jump over to here. So far, so good, and there's no pressure plate there. So if I step back a bit and sprint and jump, and there we go. I was able to get to the bed and to the tooth without setting it off. So there's an easy one, a medium one, and then a very hard one at the end down here, which Lee Bear's doing. Oh, Lee Bear's managed to get pretty far on the hard one. Let's see if he's going to be able to get to the bed without setting any off. You can see that there's some tripwires there as well. And if he jumps over the tripwires, that will set it off as well. But Lee Bear is doing really well now. He's right by the end. One more jump. This is a difficult jump to make, though, the final jump. But he did it. He managed to get to the end and get the tooth. Well done, Lee Bear. And so I think that might almost be every game. There is one game earlier on that I know I missed out on, and that was the bouncy boats game. But I'm just going to have a little bit of a wander through and make sure I didn't miss out any of the other games. I'd be really upset to think if I missed any of them out, but I don't believe I have, though. I think I have actually shown off almost every single game in my Funland, and I have been building my Funland for over 2 years now, so I have built a whole load of mini games, but this is still just the beginning. I still have plenty more ideas for new games and rides that we can build here. But yeah, this is a bouncy boats game. This isn't a game we can play because you need at least 4 people to play it. But what you do is that you need to bounce on boats. You would have a team of 2. You'd have one person as a bouncer, the other one as a boater. And what you'd need to do is you'd go and switch this to start the bouncing, and then that would fire out a boat. And actually, Lee Bear, if you go and jump in the boat, I can kind of give you a bit of a demonstration of what you're supposed to do. So basically, Lee Bear would get in the boat, and he needs to try and sail in the water a little bit in front of me. Then I need to jump and bounce on his boat to get to this lily pad here, and then he'll need to go and sail the boat around there, try not to break it, and put it into the middle, and then I'll do the same. But the other team would be doing the exact same thing at the exact same time. So they would be trying to get to this side over here, and also the 2 people in boats would be bouncing into each other all of the time and getting into each other's ways. And what I need to do is try and get to the end here where there is some sand, and I'll need to go and try and bring it back to my side. And then if I throw the sand down a little hole, it would make it so that my frog sticks his tongue out, and then the other frog starts to cry. So let me just go and show you that quickly. If I can jump off Lee, there we go. We're doing very well here. So let me just go and throw this sand in, and hopefully this is going to work as to where this frog, you can see, sticks his tongue out, and then the other one starts to cry. Oh dear, quite a little silly game, but one which is jolly good fun. But now I have shown you every single game which I have built in my Funland. So thank you for staying tuned and watching the entire video. I know it was a very long video. In fact, the longest video I have ever done in my lovely world. So yeah, thanks for watching to the end. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing all of the things that we built and me explaining them all. And I just want to say now, a very big thank you to any of you that have stayed tuned watching my lovely world videos for very long. I know that there are some of you that have actually watched all 300 of my episodes. So if you have, I want to say thank you so much. And even if you've only just found my channel, thanks for deciding to watch my videos anyway. I've had a lot of fun building everything I have in my lovely world. And I look forward to having a lot more fun in the future, building even more things. And I want to say an extra special thank you to Lee Bear, who's been with me in pretty much every single video in my lovely world. And we always have so much fun together, and he's helped me build pretty much everything I've shown you today. So thank you so much, Lee Bear, for always being the best Minecraft helper I could ever want. But sadly, that's the end of this episode here, and the end of my tour of the Funland. In my next episode, I'll be going back to normal lovely world videos of my normal length. And so yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll be leaving that episode as a link in the description. But for now, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye! Hello, my name is Stampy, and welcome to my small corner of the internet. I make videos on a bunch of different games, and upload at least one Minecraft video every single day. I always have fun when I make my videos, and hopefully, if you decide to stick around, you will too. Here is a short montage of some of the things that I've been getting up to. I hope you all enjoy it. What's on the floor? Is this cake? It's just cake everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Oh, look, it's Santa! Look, Santa's eating my cake! Oh my god, he's eating my cake! Oh, he's on fire! Woo! No, I died! Go on, give a baby sheep! Give me a baby sheep! Oh, it's a purple sheep! I got purple babies! Look at it! Look at it! How incredible is this? Check that out! How about that? We can here go and light up the cruise ship in the night! That is epic! There's a village on top of this boat, a massive cruise ship. It's just amazing views wherever you look. And look at these amazing views. Wow, look at that! Look at that city down there!
It looks like one of them sandwiches. You know, you get them, or is it one of them biscuits? Are they Oreos? You know when you get like a middle layer which is white, and then the top and bottom layer are biscuits.
Squid, this does not look like an Oreo. Hello? Ah. Oh, please, I've only got one shoe. Stop making me run around. Oh, come on, please. I can literally, oh, hello. Oh, she loves me. Look where you're going. Come on, where is she? There she is. Okay, run back. Oh, no, the pet was here. You dropped me down. Who's a hungry cow? Num, 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 num. But how do I get in? I think I've got a pretty good idea.
Light the way.
No, get back.
Poop attack! Wait,
go get it! I already pretended to throw it! Oh, you gullible squid! No,
oh, you're not dead!
Oh, that's the gaming lemon! I have no idea what he's got. I don't know if it... Oh, no! I fell down this lava! Okay, here we go. I can hear the engine starting. There's the thrusters and we've taken off. We have launched. Mr. Stampy Cat is finally going for a trip to the moon. Yay! This is such a ridiculous sight. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later. Bye! When I started building the Funland, I would use this house for us all to sleep in. So you can see there's a whole load of beds and different chests with people's materials in. And we used to sleep in here and store all of our materials and things. It's basically like a little bit of a home from home. That's what this little building here is for. Just in case any of you ever wondered why this was here. Anyway, I might as well start with the first thing which I ever built in this area, and that is the golf course. This was originally the only thing that was going to be here. Before I had a Funland, I built a golf course. So here are some golf balls here. I might as well go and grab one. I'll be white. Lee Bear, if you want to be green. And let's go. We can pick one hole each, Lee Bear. We can pick one hole each to play. So which one do you want to do? So you can pick carefully which ones you're going to go for. You can see him there deciding. There's the castle. Oh, he's gone for cobblestone castle. This is actually probably one of the toughest ones. If you're really good, you can get it in with a hole-in-one, but it's quite difficult because you've got to time it so that the ball doesn't get stuck. And did Liebherr get a hole-in-one? It's so close. No! It is just about dangling over the edge. So the way it works is he now needs to stand where that ball landed, and then he gets another throw, and he should definitely be able to get this one in. And he did. There we go. So that was 2 throws for Liebherr. Let's see if I can beat him and get a hole-in-one. I want to make sure I'm standing on the ground and not the ice, and I need to try and time it. I'm going to go and throw it now. Can I get it through? Oh, it went through. It went through, but does it go in the hole? And yes, it did. I was able to get a hole-in-one. Right, well, we are going to play one more hole, and I get to choose this one now because we can choose one each. And I'm going to go for the final hole, the most difficult one, the one which is called Hungry Stampy. And the aim of the game is you need to throw the ball into my mouth to feed Hungry Stampy. You can see me there looking at that cake, very hungry. So Liebherr, do you want to go and take it away? Are you going to use a cake? Okay, we can both use cakes for this one, seeing as we're feeding Hungry Stampy. And this one's really all of her presents look like Minecraft blocks. It must have been the best day ever. So I wanted to say thank you very much for sending me the pictures, Alison. I hope you had a great birthday, and welcome to my love garden. Right then, Lee, we are going to be very busy today, so we should probably go and get set off straight to the Funland. And as soon as we're going to the Funland, I thought it'd be the perfect opportunity to take Gregory Jr. with me. So I won't be stopping off at the doghouse today. We're going to go straight to the Funland and get started, and I'm going to talk through every single mini game that I built, and play as many of them as we can. We obviously can't play all of them. I know lots of you do want me to go play through all of them, but it will just take way too long, and because there's only me and Lee, some of the games you need 3 or 4 or even more people, so yeah, we're going to be playing as many of the ones that we can play quickly and the ones that can be played with just 2 people. So what I want to do actually in the future is to start building more rides. When I started doing the Funland, it was kind of supposed to be a theme park with full of like roller coasters and things, and since then I kind of changed it where it's more mini-games, and I do love the mini-games. It's always good fun to play them, but I do want to build more things like roller coasters and rides, things that you can just go on by yourself and are just good fun. So make sure you stay tuned, because I'm going to be building a lot more things like that in the future. And actually, I think the first thing to do is I'm going to climb up to the top of this melon tree here, and I'm going to have a little bit of a look over the rest of the Funland. I never really go up anywhere high and really admire the Funland, and this is probably the best viewpoint from this side, where you can go and have a look over it all. So this is kind of what it looks like from above. And hi, Liebherr! Liebherr, can you see me? Liebherr took the long route. He walked here. So this is quite a nice place where you can look over the entire area and see it all. And actually, a good thing to start looking at would probably be this little house down here. Let's see if I can enderpearl from this tree onto the balcony of that little house down there. Oh, looks good, looks good. There we go, perfect. And Liebherr did it as well. And the reason we got this house here is because, which means I need to go and grab my bow and arrow. And if I go in this minecart, you're going to see it's going to go whizzing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I need to try and shoot that target while bouncing back and forth. And if I hit it correctly, then Liebherr is going to get dunked into that giant fish tank. So that's the way this game works. It's a very simple game, but it is a quite difficult one to do, to hit it. And you can see that when you fire, it kind of doesn't go exactly where you think it's going to go. And the trick is to try and do it in as a few shots as you can. And it is rather difficult. Don't worry though, I probably shouldn't. I won't burn down the entire fish tank, so we should be okay. It kind of looks like I will, but the fire shouldn't spread. And I hit it, which means Liebherr should get dunked. There we go. Liebherr got dunked down into the water. One of the most fun games I have in my Funland. So let's go and put that back up there. And do I have the wool? The wool should have landed somewhere around here. Let's put a snowball. That can be the target for now. So this is my dunking booth. Onto the next ride. So the next one we're going to do is the creeper coaster. We might as well just go through in order and see all of the rides, the ones that are next to each other. So this is the only roller coaster that I've built in my Funland, and one that I built a very long time ago. Sadly, no dogs allowed on the on the creeper coaster. It's not safe. And let's have a little bit of cake as well before we go. Right, I'm not going to get into it here because sometimes it glitches and you kind of end up sitting a little bit too low. So I'm going to try and roll it for a bit and then jump in, and hopefully this is going to go fast enough. Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? There we go. I just about got to the next power rail. So the way this one works is that you go up to the top here, and then you drop inside of this big creeper's mouth, and we are now going inside of the creeper. You can see there's the huge TNT block, which is inside of every creeper. That is what allows them to blow up, and we make our way down here around the edge of the creeper, and eventually we come out of the other side, and then... Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. And another video inside of Stampy's lovely world. Today in this video, I am going to be joined by Lee Bear. Good morning, Lee Bear. We have another exciting and long episode for us today. I'm sure lots of you have just come from my 300th episode, where I went and showed you around all of my house and my shops and all of those things. And now we are going to go and do the even more fun thing of going around the Funland and seeing all the rides. And I'm sure we're going to be tempted to ride one or two of them as well. So this is basically going to be a game of looking at games and playing games. So it should be jolly good fun. But of course, we're going to begin as we always do, and that is by eating my breakfast. And my breakfast is, as always, going to be a cake. Nom 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 nom. Absolutely delicious, and you can have an egg, because I don't want to have to carry it around all video. There we go. Here's your challenge, Lee Bear. Your challenge is to look after the egg for the entire video. Keep it safe in your pocket and don't let it get any cracks. That's your challenge for the video. Anyway, let's go now and head over to the Love Garden to announce who it is that I'm going to be adding to it on this special episode 301 occasion. It doesn't sound as special as the 300th episode, but it's basically like one big long episode, but I know there's no way people would sit through almost 2 hours of me speaking, so I know about 50 minutes is pushing it, but yeah, 2 hours is just too much to ask for someone to listen to me speaking. Anyway, to the Love Garden, I am adding Alison Scott, and that's because she had probably the best Minecraft-themed birthday party ever. Just look at some of these pictures, look at all of the decorations and the food and everything, and the best part is these absolutely huge models of me and Lee Bear. They look absolutely fantastic. She also had a love garden. You can see there's a creeper there as well, and really difficult because if you throw it too far, it can fall into the water and get pushed all the way back there. And it looks like Lee Bear didn't throw it too far. He probably didn't throw it far enough. So Lee Bear, you go and stand where that one ended, and you need to throw it again, and be really careful to not throw it too far. You do not want to get it into that water. I think that's okay. I think from there he might be able to jump and get it onto the ice on the other side, and he did. He fell in the water, but he was able to get the cake right up to my mouth. So that's 1, 2, 3 throws so far. So now he needs to get it through my mouth, and the hole is actually, you can probably just about see it. Yep, just on the inside there. So he managed to line it up nicely, and so he should now hopefully be able to get it in his next throw, and he did. So how many was that in the total? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 throws, I think. And Lee Bear, do you have any spare cake that I can use to have my go? So I need to try and beat 5. And oh, seems like there's an Enderman on the course as well. Right, let's go and give it a go then and try and avoid the Enderman. Right, I don't want to throw it too far. If I throw it about there... Oh no, that looks dangerous. That looks dangerous. Stop going, stop going. There we go. That was perfect. It stopped right at the very end of the ice here. So now I want to try and get it as close to the mouth as I can. So this is throw number 2. Big jump and throw. And can I get it close to the mouth? Oh, that was good. That was really good, actually. So now I might actually be able to get it in my 3rd throw. Is it going to go in? Yes, there we go. I did it in 3 throws. Yay me. Jolly good. And let's go and get the cake. We can't let that go to waste. Right then, so this is the first thing that I built. I might as well go and grab Gregory Jr. as well while we're here. Hello, Gregory Jr. You can come and join us with the tour of the rest of the Funland. And let's move on now. Let's go do the dunking booth. This isn't the second thing I built. The thing I built after the golf course was actually the creeper coaster. But this one is a jolly good fun game. So we're going to have one go, Lee Bear. Do you want to be dunked, or do you want to fire the arrow? You can go into whatever position you want. Okay, looks like Lee Bear wants to be dunked.